Hello, I'm Ann Cleeves, the author of The Dark Wives, the new Vera novel, and of the Shetland and the Matthew Venn books. I'd like to explore a bit the role of the female detective and why I love writing about Vera so much. Vera is the only female central character that I've created, and she appeared quite by chance. The book that I was writing, The Crow Trap, wasn't supposed to have a detective in it at all, but because I don't plot in advance, things get muddled, and I got very stuck with the plot. It was Roman Chandler who said, if you're stuck with a story, have a guy burst through a door with a gun. I was writing a funeral scene, and I had the door of the chapel burst open, and in came Vera, looking more like a bag lady than a detective, carrying all her notes in a plastic carrier bag. Digging back, I think she came from the very strong women I knew when I was a child. I was born in the mid-50s, and there were spinsters in our town who'd either lost sweethearts during the war or who had been allowed roles and responsibilities that they weren't prepared to give up. They would rather be single than 1950s housewives. And because I had that reality at the back of my head, I think that's how Vera has become a character that people have identified with and enjoyed being with. She's a loner, but she's not lonely. She doesn't have a family to look after. And I think especially women of a certain age like the fact that she's authoritative and competent. There have always been those sort of women in crime fiction from Miss Marple onwards. And I wasn't trying to change the model when I was writing about Vera, but I did want to update it. I think I was a bit bored with television, especially American television cops, who had long hair and high heels and still managed to work. Vera was much more my sort of woman, and now in the other series I'm creating strong females too, I hope. I have Jen Rafferty in the Matthew Venn books, a Scouser and a single mum with teenage children, and in the new Vera book, The Dark Wives, I've introduced Geordie, Rosie Bell. I've loved writing about her, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you make of her too.